sir. Well played. That was good. That was good. That was quite a distance, man.
I almost pooped my pants. And those clouds aren't just from him vaping. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Hell yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Conrad and I just hanging out here, watched some videos tonight. Gonna talk a little bit about kind of where I started and what I've been getting up to and what brought me into FPV and drones itself. Didn't really have anything organized today, to be honest. I'm just kind of ringing it. I didn't even think I was going to do a stream tonight. That's why I called it the no stream stream. I got home probably about 20 minutes ago. So I had my first beer and figured I'd start the stream and see who would join me. And lucky enough, we got Conrad here, fucking Rad FPV. Welcome in, bud.
How's it going?
Good. I mean, tired, but good.
Yeah, it's a long day.
Did another 14-hour day. All the week we've been doing 12 to 14s because we're building this crazy cave, which I think I might be able to share now. I did share some pictures on Discord. But it's an open panel tonight, guys. So if you guys want to pop in and say hello, be on camera, not on camera. But if you're on your mic, that's great. And feel free to come in and hang out with us. We're just going to shoot the shit about. I just decided it'd be about me because I haven't done anything like that. And I was thinking about doing a short video or something, but I figured it'd be better if people had questions and then I could show things that I know that I could show that are from my past. Because I actually, over the years, I think I've had probably 3 different YouTube not videos, but 3 YouTube accounts, a Twitch account, and a Vimeo account. I don't know if anybody uses Vimeo for uploading footage or stuff like that. I know Bannister Post does because he posts a lot of really cool shit, and most of his stuff doesn't go on YouTube. But anyway, yeah, I've got an account on there too, and it's all mostly longboarding, right? Because that's what I was doing before I got into drones and kind of what brought me into this. So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We got a bunch of rad people going on. We got One Vision Aerial and Casey Quadtronics, Ghost, Caliphus FPV. I think we just got you subscribed today. Andrew's back and Voodoo Survival, new in the channel here. Welcome in, Voodoo. Also on Discord, welcome in. And Zillow Terrible and EBR FPV. Wow, must be late for you to be here, buddy. I've invited EBR to actually join us one day, but he declined. He's not very camera. Some people are very camera shy, and I get that. But yeah, we're going to do a day where we celebrate pilots that don't want to come in, or time zone is an issue too, right? So, but I definitely want to introduce a lot of people that are around the community that we, either can have in or don't have in and share interests. This is one of my first really dope no, it's not one of my first. It's one of my best ones that I liked, but really shitty views. And we're going to work our way to a couple of old, like these are all old videos. This is, I think, like 3 years ago, this video. I started at FPV about 4 years ago, so I'll give you a little background there. But these are, I picked a couple of videos that I think would be really fun to watch. And hopefully the music's not too loud so we can still talk over it. And yeah, post your questions in the chat. And we're going to do a giveaway. If we get 25 people today, and I've got Twitch going as well, so just on my account. So we got 1 in Twitch and 5 on the YouTube. But yeah, if we get 25 overall, I will do a giveaway of a $25 gift card to Rotor Village. And if you don't know, Rotor Village is a new sponsor of mine now, so be doing some frame reviews and stuff like that in the future. And let me introduce one more fucking awesome person. That's terrible.
Hey guys.
Hey, welcome, man.
I thought I'd pop in to show you my my new workshop.
Oh, wait, hang on a second. We can hear your feedback. Wait a second.
Nice. I like your setup.
That's hilarious. We can hear you. Hear us through you.
I can hear you. I'm not going to stick around because my internet's too slow. So.
Oh, no, okay. Well, it's all good. You look awesome. You're fine. But we can hear us.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, we can hear us.
Ah. I'll fix that.
Awesome. Well, it's wicked to have you on, man. You're always welcome. You can stick around all night, man. We're not going to do a long stream tonight because I am a little bit under the weather, but I definitely want to do some videos. So this is 75, I believe. Yeah, Mobile 7 back in the day. Yeah, let me unblur my screen here. There we go. I'm almost positioned exactly the same. Hang on. Let me adjust this. No, that's actually pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. First Squadron, welcome in. How you doing? Who the heck is OFFAXIS FPV? Indeed. Ghost FPV, we everyone's a moderator on the channel, at least for a month. And that is so that you can right click or do the dots on the comment and you can follow the people that are in the channel. That's what it's all about.
Does that sound better?
No, it sounds great.
There you go.
Yeah, video is perfect, audio is perfect. You don't have a bad connection. You're doing great tonight.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, the first time you were a little glitchy, but yeah, tonight, no, it's fine.
I figured out all the tricks now.
Wicked. Speaking of tricks, you got your 3D printer printing nice TPU now?
It was, and then I had a big fat jam, and I took the whole extruder apart, and then I put it back together wrong, so I got to take it all apart again.
Anytime I've had a jam with like PLA or TPU, a trick that I learned a long time ago, and I keep a little bit of ABS or even PATG works, is use that as your unclogger. So you heat it up super hot to like the 230 or whatever, and you can just run a PATG and then or ABS through the nozzle a little bit. It'll clear it all out. You can slow it down in temperature, like get it like about 200, and then kind of like they call it like a cold pull, and you can pull all the gunk out. And you do that a couple times with like ABS or PATG, and because it doesn't become super soft, it actually will kind of form it to the inside of the nozzle. And because PLA, it'll melt and it'll ooze through, right? Where PTG and ABS won't really ooze out the nozzle as much at 200 or like 180. So that's.
I think my problem was actually I had TPU in the gears.
Oh shit!
It wasn't in the nozzle. It wasn't in the hot end part. It was up in the,
what kind of printer you
driver part. Pardon? It's a Ender S1 Pro.
Okay. Yep.
With the Sprite dual Sprite extruder gear. So
direct drive,
I'm
right?
Not sure how. Yeah. So I think I got some of that stringy TPU shit around the gears, and it just kind of built up, and so I had to take it right apart.
Totally.
But yeah, I put it back together, so the tension thing is all wrong. So take it apart again.
Yeah, with like all the other filaments, you kind of want like a nice tight extruder gear, but on TPU, you really want to be nice and loose and soft on it, like because obviously you'll just like push it into it and so much, and that's why I always tell people to change the prime settings on their retraction.
Well, that's what I actually was trying to do that when I got my jam. So I was like, I lost all my progress on testing your priming settings, and yeah, I got started from scratch from everything.
That's
So,
all right though.
fun.
Always. I've met a bunch of people who fly FPV and they friggin' hate. It's like they're always like having troubles with it. And like I feel so bad because like I'll sit here and I'll 3D print like I don't even know like days worth of prints and just like no big deal to me. Like I'll be at work and just be printing. I don't know. I don't know if you guys see my light up snake. It's a cobra, which is reflexy. It's got like a little flexy to it, and it
Did you
actually
say that to all
lights
the
up.
girls?
That's what she said. Yeah, that thing is fucking badass. I actually put an LED light underneath it. But I don't know if I showed it off last week or not. I don't know if I had it totally available. But
Ooh.
this is PETG base with orange amber filament. So it lights up, and then yeah, the snake is actually a one print, one solid print. So this comes on the bed, right off the bed, just like this, except for the tongue. The tongue
That's
is
one.
Yep.
That's one print. Like all the moving
Yep.
parts just print together.
All this is all the flat base of it where it touches the bed, and yeah, it prints at lock and chain. So the only hard part is this neck piece, which is stable. Yeah, yeah, it's really cool.
Wow.
I have I think I still have. I must still have the SCTL. I bought it actually. It's a big crystal dragon that I got off of one of the big sites, and I'll send it by you later. It's like that. It's the print in place, and I printed one for my niece, and it was like 4 feet long or something like that. Like this crazy
Holy.
dragon with like crystals coming out of its head, and
That's
it took up
amazing.
my whole bed. It was like the whole bed.
That's sick. I've printed like big stuff like R2D2s that take up the whole bed, but
Yeah.
so here's an old video, great music. I'm sure everyone will like this song. Probably get a copyright for it. This is 11 years ago, so this is back in the day when I longboarded a lot and traveled a lot. If you don't know, I used to be a professional downhill racing skateboarder and street luge. So I used to race feet first downhill, and didn't really do that well at races, but it was a lot of fucking fun. And this is a cool little video. I don't know if the audio is going to be too low, but I'll put it up a bit.
I think I have seen this one of yours too. I think I talked to you about it before, but you know some of the guys from the Carts of Darkness, don't you?
Yes. Yep.
Didn't you know those guys? Yeah.
I used to drink with
I
one
just
of
saw
the
that.
guys that's still alive. The other ones are dead, I think. Yeah. Red's
I just
still
saw
alive.
that documentary like last year. I think it was awesome.
Yeah. I actually told my buddies at work about Carts of Darkness the other day because he was like, was going through the warehouse and he's like jumped on top of the cart and the other guys jumped onto another cart and they're both like racing down this little bit of a hill at work. I'm like, oh, have you guys seen Carts of Darkness? I'm like, what? What's that about? Yeah, racing down Mountain Highway in shopping carts full of beer cans. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, Conrad, check it out, man. It's old school.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I've had a few conversations about doing that exact thing on that exact street.
Nice. Yeah, Caribou Brewing used to sponsor us pretty hardcore. Do a lot of events, travel around a lot. That's me in the red and gray right there. And blue right there. Off grid, welcome in, buddy.
So, is this you shooting, or are you one of the guys in the?
I'm
Are you taking the
shooting
pictures?
in everything except for the one, like that's me right there in the red and gray and shit. But yeah, sometimes I am the cameraman, like right now. And right now. And that's me right
definitely,
there, just passing.
I definitely don't have the testicular fortitude to do that.
Well, I started skateboarding when I was about 6 years old,
Yeah.
and never
I
looked
did
back.
too, but I was terrible at it.
So that was a house rule. If you spilled the bong on the carpet, you have to do a shoe. You have to put the bong water into the shoe and drink it.
Oh.
Same thing with beer. If you spilled the beer at the house, you have to do a shoe. Put the rest of the beer in the shoe and drink it. And if there was no beer left, you put the whole fucking beer in there. It was a brutal lifestyle. But that's me right there.
One of my worst injuries was a longboard. I was just going down a small hill near my house in Toronto. I just used it to get around and go to the store and stuff. But I was kind of cruising on this hill, carve a little bit, and I went sideways and did like the horizontal thing. And I elbow dropped the curb.
Whoa.
I've got like 2 pins and wires all around my elbow. I shattered my funny bone. Don't ever do
Man, that sucks.
that. I sold it the next week. I sold the longboard.
Well, I've dislocated my left shoulder over 20 times because I stopped counting.
Oh,
3 times on my right. I've literally demolished my left kneecap. It's like 4 pieces of kneecap together. Ankles a couple times, toes even a couple times, a few fingers,
Oh.
and I think about 7 concussions.
boy,
Yeah, it's good times. But
you
yeah,
got some scars.
inner and outer.
Can you like pop your shoulder back in now, or do you have to?
Oh,
wear a hospital?
actually,
Are you, like,
it's been.
are you one of those guys who was like, just give me a second?
It
There we go.
used to
Okay,
be
I'm good to
that
go.
back in the day, but I stopped longboarding and skateboarding about, I would say, about 4 or 5 years ago now. So it's been really good because I've been exercising and doing real work and not really overextending it, and I built up some muscle. Because there was a time where anytime I would even lift my arm up over my head, it would dislocate. So
Oh,
but
oh.
get over it, man.
Very lucky that's kind of gotten better.
Yeah. Everything's gotten better. Just the pain comes back sometimes, You can never get rid of the pain overall. It's always going to haunt you. Like my knee. Like it always just sore every once in a while, Your back, everything, really.
Yeah, once you
Getting
mess
old,
something up, it's
Storms are coming. I can feel it in my bones.
Yeah, literally, dude. Yeah. So after all that crap, I got into flying drones, and I got into like a little brushed whoop that my buddy gave me, and I kind of liked it, but it was really, really hard to fly, and I wasn't capturing any content with it. I wasn't filming anything. I wasn't even, having a SD card in the goggles, if I even had an SD card in the goggles at that time, because I remember having to put a module on top of it a while after. So anyway, I got into DJI drones like a lot of people would, because it was pretty affordable. I think I bought it through my financing company. So I was paying for a month like $10 or $20 a month, some bullshit, for the DJI Spark, back in the DJI Spark world. But
Spark.
no, it was awesome.
Did you say it was
Never
DJI
ask
Spark?
if you can avoid it.
Yeah. That was one of my first drones that I was capturing footage with. And I used to hike out to places, and I went and hiked out to this tower out there. It's actually in North Shore. I'm trying to remember what the area it's called. Yeah, it's right off the
That's
coast. Though. You
Vancouver,
can see
there,
Vancouver right there in the background. Yeah. What's the name of that area? Caulfield. I know nobody else knows that, but maybe you do, Conrad. But it's part of like West Vancouver, basically.
It's funny. I've heard of all these places because I designed these. I do design and Photoshop and stuff like that. I work on Fiverr and Upwork, and I designed these maps for a real estate agent out in Vancouver of all the different regions. I guess like there's North Shore and like like a map of the counties or whatever. I don't even remember. So I've seen all these names because I had to put them on a map. But yeah,
Nice.
like, oh yeah, that one was the green one.
Oh, I hope you come visit this year, man. It's gonna be a fun summer. I think we're gonna have a blast.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Really built a rad community out here lately, and I feel like it's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be an awesome year, especially now Jank doesn't have a girlfriend. Yeah, then we can steal him and go on trips. Boys club.
I feel for that guy, man. That
Maybe
sucks.
maybe it'll be easier to get him to come out here.
Yeah, or not. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be able to do with his living situation, but we miss him, and hopefully he does good.
Is he gonna have to move? I guess.
I don't know.
Mm,
He makes good money, so I don't know.
yeah. Did you see that? What I put in the Discord about my dream the other day? I dreamt about
Yeah.
Jank.
That was
It was the
hilarious.
craziest, most realistic dream ever. Like it was like I was there at trees with you. Like it was like the weirdest thing. Jack's like, "Hey, you want to come for a tour?"
Yeah. One day, brother, one day. All right. So I use my scarf for, traveling around and, hiking and stuff and taking video. But again, I was still in the longboarding. So I ended up getting into filming my buddies racing longboards. So this is a video that I captured. It's kind of fun. It's a little trail that they rode, and it's called the Bride Downhill. It's kind of weird vibe, totally different vibe than anything I do
Oh.
nowadays.
It's
And I'm
wet
trying
though.
to find like, and it's like, oh yeah.
Can you get
This
any
is the
traction at all?
Sorry?
Do you get any traction on wet road with a longboard?
You do, but not a lot. And it's like more or less just like a straight run, really. And it's a planned day, and just riding no matter what the conditions are. And unfortunately, it knows you look like that day. And these events are planned like a month ahead, right? So they just come out and ride whenever the conditions are as they are.
Send
Sometimes
it.
you've got to sweep the path. There was a time when in the fall, we actually had to sweep this entire path because it was
Wow.
all like the needles and everything, right? In the fall, it's just like all the shit falls onto the path. And we're having a real event, right? Like these are like you win a couple $100 if you win on these events.
It's like all snowy.
Yeah, it's Vancouver, baby. So yeah, I started doing this kind of filming and getting more into filming longboarding and stuff. And yeah, kind of cool shots like that. But I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just kind of was interested in trying to figure it out. Almost cut people's heads off with a DJI Spark. Yeah, actually, the Attack of Danger Bay guys, I don't hang out with those guys anymore. Long conversation. We'll have a private chat if you want afterwards. But the big reason I don't do any of this stuff anymore, it's a pretty hardcore scene. I don't do that kind of fucking. I'm older now, so I don't do that kind of stuff. You're drinking out of your shoe and the parties all night and spending crazy amounts of money and sleeping in the van. No thanks. I'm done with that lifestyle. I've moved on.
It'd be fun to chase these guys through there with a Cinewhoop, eh?
Yeah, it would be badass. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Which I might end up doing on local stuff. But yeah, I'm talking to a couple of longboarders that I grew up with that I might be chasing them this spring and doing some videos for them, but way after the conditions are going to get better here and shit. But yeah, didn't really know what the hell I was doing, but kind of got some cool shots that All right. Very good.
Mhm.
That's when the race course. Meow. Hell yeah. Fucking right. Yeah. Longboarding
That's pretty
and,
awesome.
and drone footage. Yeah. It'd be fun to chase, but can for sure see the party would be a little bit too much. Yeah, I mean, I think 15 years of being in that scene almost. So from Ontario, Calgary, and Vancouver, I lived in different spots since I moved here, right? So I grew up in Ontario, and then I actually moved to Vernon, BC first with my brother. And that was just because he was moving to BC and I always wanted to. No other fucking reason. I had a really good job in Ontario actually as a machinist and making like $35 an hour Canadian. And they were like, "We want you to stay and stuff." And I was like, "I want to leave. I want to go."
Follow my
And I was into
dreams.
longboarding, and you couldn't really longboard much in Ontario. And same with snowboarding. I was actually getting paid to like do amateur snowboarding competitions and shit for freestyle, like slope style. That's what they call
Oh,
it. And
cool.
you're like, riding on tables and benches and doing stupid tricks. But to me, it was skateboarding on a snowboard. So I was getting gear and stuff like that, and a little bit of money to go to events. And the only events that I really wanted to do was obviously out here in BC, like Revelstoke and shit, right? And Northway, Banff, all that stuff. And just like I had to just like move. And then I moved to when I moved to Vernon. I worked there for about a year and wasn't really doing much other than Google Maps and like I'm gonna go. Same thing with drones, right? Like I'm gonna go skate this hill and stuff, and like find like the coolest runs, right, on the mountainsides and stuff that you could ride. And all of a sudden, I just met up with these guys that do what's called Push for the Cure. And Push for the Cure is something that I ended up pushing forward into my future. But it started back in like 2009. And it's basically what Push for the Cure is a fundraiser event for restaurant awareness. And what we do is we push from
Oh,
BC all the way to
your
Vancouver.
mic just went kind of weird.
Oh, really?
It's like muffled.
Now it sounds better.
Yeah.
Weird. But yeah, I'll show a video of what I'm talking about. I wonder if my mic connection's loose.
It's all good now.
So these videos have like crap old video views, but it's
Well, I
really
think I've
cool.
even heard of Push for the Cure out here in Ontario. So I guess they're doing
Yes,
something.
and so Ontario,
When you
I
said that,
went
I'm
up.
like, where have I heard of? I've heard of that. So yeah.
Yeah,
Do
so
they do an event out
I
here too?
went to Ontario in 2009 and started Push for the Cure in Ontario, where they ride from Toronto to Niagara Falls. It took me a while to figure out where and what route and stuff like that, and they still kind of take the same route that I planned out in 2009.
Oh,
But yeah, it's a really cool event, and it's a 3 day event. You push to a certain spot, sleep and camp, and then party and stuff, and you go on to the next route. And so what we do in BC, this is um, the original like yearly event route, and they call it the finale because that was they did it from East Coast to West Coast. So if you know BC, they start in Hope, BC. We push all the way on the Highway 7, and we get to Mission. Wait, no, I have to remember now. I believe it's Mission and then Maple Ridge. We stop at two different spots, and it takes 3 days to get from point A to point B, and I forget. I think it's like about 400 kilometers or some craziness. 390, I think it is. But every year we've raised about $1 million in funds, which
Wow.
is awesome.
Whoa.
And one year, I think this year or the year after, I actually push in pink spandex and fucking and a vest and everything and like a mask and
Nice.
stuff. It was really fun. And we
And
push
what?
all the way through Hastings Street, right through the homeless population, right down through the city. And we're like a big parade because
Yeah.
most years we're about 50 people, but this year and the years lately, it's only been about 10 to 20 people max. And the years are getting harder and harder, and people and crowd is getting older, right? So there's not a lot of us that do it anymore. That's a better shot. I forget that this is the 360 camera, so you can actually see me pushing. So that's me. That weird 360 view. But yeah, you can just rotate this thing. I thought about getting 360 cameras again. They're really neat this way, but yeah, I've got like 5 views on this video. I'm pretty sure.
The ones I've seen where people put them on their drones are pretty freaking cool, and I was like, oh, I'd love to do that, but I think it's kind of a
Yeah,
gimmick. I don't know if I would,
it is
because
very
like,
gimmicky.
yeah, it shoots in really high res, but you got to crop in way into it to get an image, right? Like you're never using the whole 4K at all, is my
Right.
understanding.
That's right.
So like
Yeah,
the quality's not there, and I think it'd be fun for a while, but I don't know. Would you do it all the time? I don't know.
that's right.
I would borrow one if anybody's got one to lend me.
Yeah. I actually have a little bit of drone footage with a 360 camera, but it's the same thing. It's just really not that big of a deal.
Uh, Yeah, the Pavo one is the one with the 360 in the right in the body, isn't it? First squadron.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got like
I've
you put
been
it in the
thinking
middle and the
about
lens
that.
points up
They
and points
call it the
down.
invisible drone. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Anyway, I'm not going to show that whole video because it's pretty boring. We're just pushing, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, so got a 360 camera, and I also got into using the Spark at the event there as well. Nothing really cool I want to show though, but I did fly it with the event. Um, and then I got into looks like what is the next ones here? I am flying uh, LCR one pack. What kind of drone is this? Let's just watch it, maybe.
Yeah, we'll be able to figure it out.
Just throw it on there.
Oh, I think this is a 5-inch. Did I fly a 5-inch already? I'm trying to remember my progression in different drones I flew. Uh, okay, yeah, this one first. This one's hilarious. So this is the first video I got like I got like 2 dislikes on it, and it was like a lot of views and stuff, and there was so many comments, and I was like, what the hell? And I called it "You Aren't Allowed to Fly Here," Flightwood Park FPV, and it's just like a pretty dope little edit of I think this is like the Mobile 7 HD or something. I can't remember.
Oh, just a little guy.
Yeah, there's nothing that says what it is. Oh no, it is a Mobile 7. But I think this might be the HD. Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, let's share it right here.
How's the weather out there right now? Is it keeping you guys from flying?
No,
Or?
it's like 8 degrees. It's really nice today. It was
Oh,
yeah.
today was nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy nice.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be like that on the weekend.
So this is after I've had the Mobile 7 for a while because it says Mobile 7 upgraded many times over. New V frame, custom 3D print, Cax Turtle Micro Whoop version camera. But it does say upgraded Mobile HD motors, whatever that means. So I don't know. But yeah, a lot of views, and I think it's hilarious for some weird reason. I think it's like
With some
clickbaity, maybe.
bylaw officers came by or something.
Um, I think afterwards, patrol like asked us to leave, but this was like way before that. But yeah, I basically was getting so high with this drone that it was fail safing on me up in the air, and then it would drop down, and I would reconnect as I get closer and like bomb it. See right there, fail safe. Boom. I didn't catch that one, but there was other times.
Why do we walk in the footsteps of our ancestors in monotonous fashion?
Flies
Recreating the
away.
same failures and crimes of passion. Help me understand our fascination with bloodshed and violence. What happened to the
This is a dope.
Why did they kick you out? Because you're not supposed to be there? Is it looks like a public park?
Yeah, I think somebody complained or something. But it was like as we were like walking to our car, we were gonna fly something really close to our car, and all of a sudden this lady comes around. She's like, or no, a guy or something, and somebody came around and was like, "You're not gonna like my partner if he's gonna tell you to leave or something." We were like, "Whatever." Just like we're like packing up and leaving and going to our car. It's like big deal. There's my little dog scuggles. Moving
Those
ahead.
Mobula 7s are so scary.
Backwards footage for you, even though I wasn't flying backwards, but it was cool to like show backwards footage back then. Still was kind of cool, but this is kind of a neat little route. Whee! Oh damn, cooking up some chicken quesadillas. Donnie, what's up,
Mr.
brother?
Beans.
Donnie and the Beans. There you go, that's a good show. Donnie and the Beans. Pretty chill vibe music.
I was talking to Brandon the other day. He's training his kids to be spotters for him, so he doesn't get in trouble from the
Nice.
FAA.
There, Brandon was just saying he's doing some long range. Nice.
Yeah, he makes nice footage of his little trips out there too.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what I get for package from Builder Village, and then I'll be building whatever frames they give me to test. And I'm stoked for that because I'm itching to build another drone right now. I've got this 3-inch that I want to build, but I'm like, I don't know if I want another 3-inch.
Beans is running from the law, doing rip and dips.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was just laughing at there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to build another quad 2, build a 5-inch, but I can never decide on what frame to get or something or use. And maybe I should just use one of these things that's hanging on the wall and decide on something else once I break that.
Yeah, totally, dude.
Yeah, my next plan is to double up some of my builds, so if I do decide to go somewhere, like out west or something, can't rely on just having one 5-inch. You know, if you're going ripping with buddies, you gotta have 2 in your bag.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I gotta double up my fleet. So can't really be building anything new right now. I just kind of gotta
That's
get my
right.
act together and get everything 100%.
New here in the Okanagan. What's up, Zira Fluff? Welcome in, new person. Yeah, here. Feel free to post your link in the chat, and anybody else, you guys can subscribe, check out the channel. Welcome in, as well as Ghost. Sorry, you're now a moderator as well. You can do the same. Feel free to subscribe to people. Welcome in, everyone.
Sorry, can you guys hear me like slurping on my beer?
Not really.
Okay, I just realized that the mic is like right here, and I'm like, nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, it's all good, man. I'm pretty slurpy too, as well. Longboarding and drones. Actually, I think this was actually before drones. Yeah, I think this is before drones. But this is another cool video that's really popular. A company called Glacial Gold Premium Extracts, which is a company that makes extracts, dabs, shatter, all that good stuff. And yeah, they sponsored me to create a longboard team, escape team, to do their marketing and public advertising and basically all the cool shit, and sell drugs to fucking people longboarding basically over. But and we made a lot of fucking good times. We went on a 3-month tour of BC and went to all the longboard events that we raced at, and it was in a big RV, and we did so much cool camping and fucking, we went even on a cool tube ride down the river. So much crazy shit. But this video is the exact same thing that I'm saying, so you'll see it live. I did all kinds of videos back then, crazy amounts of videos. But this is me and my buddies. And I'm wearing the same leathers as last time. You'll see me because I post my name with my riding coming up.
Did you guys ever clock yourselves? Like, what was the fastest you ever went?
Yeah, I've gone over 135 kilometers an hour stand up. But most people are doing the same or a little bit less. Yeah. But we're wearing full leathers and everything. And
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that in shorts and a t-shirt.
Shorts and a t-shirt. The fastest I've gone is about 100.
You couldn't. Yeah, you can't go that fast in shorts and a t-shirt.
You can.
Yeah. No, I mean as you can't do as you can do with leathers.
Yeah.
The drag.
You're way more streamlined. Yeah.
Even like this, like we ride sometimes. This is Mount Revelstoke Mountain. What is that? The name of the actual road escapes me right now, but I'm sure I'll remember it. Let me look it up on Google Maps real quick. But yeah, it was an amazing road. It's like 12 kilometers long.
Wow. Well, your legs would get tired.
Oh yeah.
Feel the burn.
Meadows in the Sky Parkway in Revelstoke, BC. Check it out. A beautiful mountain road that goes up there, and in the winter it's closed off a lot. And I have another video that is of actually that spot in the winter. We go up there and hike up and smoke some weed. We chill out up in the snow. There I am right there, ripping past everybody. More aerodynamic helmet, a little different style. Not like a streamlined back end to it. The freestyle. And actually, that's my. I was actually filming with a Garmin Herb back then. Really cool camera that actually shows your elevation and your angle and stuff when you're riding.
Oh
And
yeah.
just tracking
Scare the
your
crap out of that
speed
guy
and stuff.
driving the truck. Oh.
Yeah. This is actually the right here, the glacier part. This is the that was a doing the dab. That's it.
Cool.
Nice.
I guess because it says "aw snap."
Oh,
Wow, that's really weird. My screen came up, it like stopped the video and it came up "aw snap." I wonder if the end of that video is like copyrighted or something. Let me see if I
Oh,
can
yeah.
change that. I want to see that last part. The last part's really dope. Okay. I think I might be able to do it. Hang on. I gotta represent it. The last part's dope. It's like hilarious. So after we're all smoking the weed, it shows. Let me make sure I'm in the right clip of it. That's really weird that it just kicked it off like that. What a jerk. So the reason it shows that is because our RV, I drove it down this pathway, which is more or less, should have been just a hiking trail, and we got into some sticky situations. And yes, this is the exact same RV model and everything from Breaking Bad. So the back sticker
I was gonna
says
say.
is not a meth bag. Not a not
I
a
was
I
meth.
recognize
looking
the
for the
name.
smokestack.
There's me shirtless ripping down the hill, fucking ripping down the hill in Bergen, and that one too. A lot of good footage. A lot of good
Oh,
stuff.
that's some sketchy pavement to be doing that on.
Yeah, just a hiking trail then, just a little path. Yeah, and that's me right there being shaded in the white shirt. You should have grass to be able to. Yeah, this is me chasing her, and that's me. This is a beautiful spot in Okanagan Landing, in Vernon, BC. In that last clip.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
gorgeous.
did a lot of fucking fun stuff that we shouldn't have done. It was amazing. Yeah, good times.
Oh, I have a question for you. Here's a tech question for you, especially you long distance guys. You guys
Mhm.
obviously run your GPSs. Do you guys conformal coat? And if so, do you conformal coat a GPS? Will that screw it
No,
up if you cover up that little white surface that is like the antenna?
No, you can like put a zip tie over top of it or a little bit of TPU or whatever. So I mean, you can conformal coat it. It's fine. It won't do anything. Just same thing as normal stuff. Just make sure you don't get it inside like the little plug where you plug the GPS in.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
but the little
But other,
antenna,
but
you're
other,
okay to go over that with the conformal
yeah,
coat?
you can cover the antenna and all the electronics, all the
Okay.
chips and little tiny capacitors, resistor things and whatever on it.
Right.
Yeah. Just, yeah, connections, obviously. Cool. I just got 2 GPS in the mail, so I'm itching to put them on rigs.
Nice.
Let's see, I'm gonna try and find an old video. I got into Cinewhoops early, so this video is kind of dope. What I ended up getting into was the Dyson 3-inch Cinewhoop, and basically this one is a 3D printed one.
Did you
And
say Dyson? Like the vacuum
yes,
cleaner?
I know, right? Dison. Yeah, that's a different spelling, but yeah, I don't remember exactly what it looked like. I don't think I have any pictures of it anymore. Somewhere on my Instagram years ago. This is April 28th, 2020, it says. Wow, exact day. This is a cool video. I still suck at making videos at this point, but it's kind of neat. And kind of sucks in the same time because I think I remember it just being really wobbly. But here it is anyway. And I keep telling people don't fly 3D printed drones.
Is that what this is?
Yeah. Yeah, 3D printed ducks and everything. But I think they were PLA ducks or something. They're rigid.
You can fly anything. It doesn't matter if it's 3D printed or carbon fiber. You know what I mean? Like with the flight controllers and that now, you can basically There's people online you see like making like pizza boxes, and you know you could, didn't Spot Grinder go to the dollar store and build a frame out of things he found at the dollar store? You know, you could do anything. A piece of wood, slap 4 motors on there, and the flight controller will be able to figure it out. It won't fly well, but it'll fly.
Exactly. Yeah, this thing was actually pretty dope. Again, it did get a lot of isolations, but it wasn't even this. It was after this. Like, it was weird because it flew perfect, and then all of a sudden, like as soon as you touched down with it, it was done. You know what I mean? That's the thing with them. As long as you keep it in the air, it's a great fucking frame. But as soon as you like land hard or you know tap a branch or something, it's fucking done. Like it's not a build for that kind of stuff, right? But for Cinelook, like you know, shots, yeah, hell yeah. Just make sure you land on something soft. Yeah, I think
here's a challenge for you for 3D printing. Instead of a 3D printed drone, how about a 3D printer drone?
A 3D printer drone?
You know, maybe skip the power supply or something, but just fly. Put
props on your 3D printer.
There's actually something like that. So we'll take a quick break here because I want to show you a video that
Didn't somebody do a 3D printing with a drone, like using the drone as the carriage for the nozzle kind of thing?
The one, man. This is the one, man. Yeah, I seen this not long ago. Nature Video has it here for us to watch. So Nature Video, thank you for your content. You're gonna play it. So screw you. Yeah, here you go.
This is a 3D printer on a drone. That is the first
There you
time
go.
3D printing like this has ever been achieved by a free-flying robot. A group of scientists and engineers were inspired by bees and wasps.
Crazy.
Work together to deposit material and create large
3D printing houses,
structures. They envisioned a future.
They've been
where
3D
small
printing walls
drones like
and
these
earth
could be used to
homes
build
for a long
houses or
time,
emergency
actually.
shelters in remote areas.
Yeah, I've seen that, but not from a drone.
Meaning 3D
Oh, that was a
printing
little
technology
messier.
with flying robots was an enormous challenge. One of the biggest problems was accuracy.
Yeah,
To ensure a tall structure is stable,
Pretty
each
tough.
layer needs to overlay precisely onto the one below. So the researchers used scanning
Could be
drones
something there for
to fly
graffiti
over the camera
artists.
and scan
Instead of a 3D printer, you know,
far.
cans of different
This
colors of
information
paint,
then
and you could
guide
go
the
up to something
printing
really
drones
tall and
exactly
tag
the
it.
right spot.
pretty badass.
Getting them to stay in the right spot was
Well, they're
often
using like
tricky.
a
Drones
like
tend
a
to
6
drift
millimeter
during flight,
nozzle.
especially outdoors.
Yeah.
So the team created a print head that
Not a
adjusts its
0.6.
position to
like a
compensate
6
Yeah.
millimeter.
This results
1
in
inch.
millimeter scale precision and intricate filigree-like
Whoa.
printing. This drone is
It actually
printing
links
with an
together.
expanding foam, which is less predictable to print with, but very
Printing with
lightweight.
foam.
In fact,
Wow.
every element on the drone needed to be as
Can you
light
imagine
as
printing with
possible to
foam?
save energy. The team even created a new cement-like material that could be carried by the drone, printed while
Cement.
soft, and which would then harden.
What?
Inspired by the bees and wasps, the researchers also wanted to make sure the drones could work together efficiently. They designed them to be semi-autonomous, able to adapt to changes as they're building. During this test of a scaled-up build, the team virtually tracked the drone's paths to show how a group could efficiently print large structures.
What?
The idea of 3D printing a
There it
house
is.
one that's already being put into practice with ground-based printers. But the team think
Yeah,
that
those are
the
dope.
aerial printers could be useful in less accessible
Yep.
places, like in mountains or disaster zones. Or they could be used for repairing things like facades, pylons, or pipelines without the need to build scaffolding.
Mm-hmm.
Aerial printing is also scalable. You don't need a printer bigger than the thing you're building when you have a team of smaller flying printers. The hope is that 3D printing could be a more environmentally
Wow.
friendly alternative to traditional construction methods, and printing with drones, inspired by the natural world, could be an important part of making construction greener.
Fuck
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw that Bardwell one, Squadron.
It's hilarious. Yeah, so yeah, they're 3D printing homes and all kinds of crazy shit with
That's pretty
drones
cool.
now.
I,
Pretty
I
nuts.
saw one it wasn't real life. It was like a computer animation, but it was a concept of building skyscrapers. And instead of the typical crane that slowly goes up from the bottom, they basically had an army of drones that would pick up like modules, almost like shipping containers, and take them up and just place them all into place on the building. No people. It's just like shoot, 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 and like they said, if they did it this way, they could erect buildings in like a day. It was like, what?
Whoa.
They'd have all these pre-built modules, and then the drones would take them up and place them in place like a Jenga stack. And they just, you'd have a building like you'd have no road closures, and a building would just go up like that.
Crazy. Yeah, I should probably get going now.
All right, buddy.
I gotta start on some dinner.
No problem.
But it was cool hanging out with you guys. That was some pretty awesome skateboarding footage
Thank
or
you.
longboarding footage.
Thank
Always
you.
good
Yeah,
to see you, Mister.
I never filmed any skateboarding stuff back in the day. I had ramps and all kinds of cool shit back then, but never filmed any of it. It's way before GoPro. Yeah. Have a good night, buddy.
All right, thanks. We'll talk to you
Ciao,
guys
Mr.
another
Falcon.
time. See you later.
So, drones, and then it got into 3D printing. So this is a good little segment here. I ended up getting into 3D printing pretty hardcore. I wasn't even 3D printing small stuff at one point. I was literally getting in pretty deep into the hub. And joined a Star Wars club called Astromex, and found these guys who do the 3D printing community with Michael Badley, who does a lot of cool designs and stuff like that. And this was basically the first big print I did. I'm just checking, make sure I have the right settings here.
Full size, right? Motorized and the works.
So I did mine 70% size because I wanted to be able to drive it through doorways, where the size it was, you would have to like put it through sideways to get it through the door. And I wanted to drive it straight through the door. So I made it
You wanted
exactly.
to
So I
adhere
kind
to
of.
building codes.
Yeah, that's true. That's funny. Yeah, but yeah, so this is a little bit of a video I made up a while back.
I saw your video when you went to. Oh, he's talking.
Printed. Thanks to Michael Bradley. Mr. Bradley himself, he does all the 3D CAD files and all that. So all that I can do is size it to my printer and send it. Back then, I was printing with a Flash Forge Finder, old printer, and I think it has a 180 bed, 180 by 180. So I was printing pieces, many, 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 many pieces.
Yeah.
There it is.
Some of these yet to be adjusted and everything like that. One of the corners kind of broke off one of my doors, which is not a big deal, but I may just reprint this door anyway.
Part of the dome.
And then all the other accessories for the dome. These are all the dome accessories for R9. So once all of this dome is
And it matches your couch.
printed, I can
It kind of does, actually. I didn't notice that.
spot, which is not this spot, but maybe closer to there or something. But anyway, once I get it
I saw your video when you went to the Comic-Con in Vancouver there.
all work.
Yeah.
What mask were you wearing? Were you wearing the white one behind you, the Stormtrooper?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That white mask. It's not a stormtrooper. It's the scout.
Ah.
Scout. Yeah. My favorite because it has like visor, and I like the visor part. I think it's really cool, and it has a flip up fucking mask too, so you can breathe instead of having just a helmet on the whole time. It's one thing I don't like about all the helmets. Really, I like the scout helmet for exactly that. Pop it up, you can I have it hinged up so you can hold it, it just holds itself up in the air. You're not having to, have the visor down all the time.
Servo arm.
Awesome.
The servo here is for this control panel.
Man, oh man. It's complicated. Yeah.
But this was 670 pieces. And I think it was 3.5 months straight of printing.
It's probably more like 770 pieces with the failures. And
exactly. I was just going to say that. There was a bunch of extra parts. No. But this thing actually got pretty much finished printing, and I never did any bond or painting to it. I just left it original. And a production that I could share with you guys called Bucketheads. And Bucketheads is a fan film of Star Wars, and they have their own storyline about what if the story was about the Imperials getting stuck in the forest somewhere on a planet, right? It's a bunch of cool stories that they make. It's really dope, the series. Bucketheads on YouTube. Give them a check them out. They're on the interweb. But yeah, I printed each piece, each color. And each little piece has the inserts for lights and all the panels to open. But yeah, I got about 60 or 70% done. And the production was like, we want this, because I was posting about it and stuff on Instagram and on YouTube and stuff, right? And the local production was like, we want this for our show. So now I'm told it sits in a studio in a bunch of piles of dead droid parts. So mine's just sitting with a bunch of dead droids. Pretty cool. But yeah, got pretty hardcore into it.
still waiting for you to break out the lightsaber you got, though. Did you break
yeah,
it already?
well,
You broke it already, didn't you?
no,
You were
no,
playing
well,
too rough.
I haven't had time, dude. I haven't had time. Anytime
That's what I would do. I would spend hundreds of dollars on a lightsaber and I'd break it the first day hitting something.
Yeah. Actually, mine's actually good for the breaking. It's the beginner one that's less
Yeah, you were saying it
shattered.
was good for whacking.
Good for whacking. That's what she said. No, but no, it's going to be a good one. I just haven't really had the time or the energy to put into actual doing a video of me having it. And I was thinking about getting a cloak, a Jedi cloak or something like that. But the more I play, I still play Star Wars Old Republic. So I do that every once in a while online. And I always pick the fucking smuggler Republic person. I'm not like a Jedi usually,
Hans,
which
you're
is
Han
weird
Solo at
because I
heart.
do really like the lightsaber, but I don't
Yeah.
like it as my main weapon. I like it as like a secondary weapon, and I still like the gun because, I mean, in any game, you kind of want to be away from the person fighting them. You don't want to be like right up against them. But with
Yeah,
lightsaber,
distance
hell yeah.
helps.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Stardust FPV, welcome in. I got into flying a DJI drone because at one point because like the actual like area and stuff. My buddy was ended up buying a package deal and we put it in the drone. He was on a channel. And it was like, I ended up using his drone and yeah,
Your mic is doing funny things. It's
I
muffled.
can't. Why?
Oh, you just came back. I don't know. You just came back.
Why is that
I think it might
happening?
have been when you might have like thumped the desk right at the same time it started, but I'm not sure.
Thumped?
You might have like on the desk.
Really?
Maybe it loosens. I don't know.
All right. Muddy. I'll have to like re-listen to that later and figure out why. Figure out if I was doing something, but maybe
Yeah.
I'm just getting muddy. Maybe my
Yeah,
voice
maybe
is getting muddy. Let me move my mic ahead. Oh, that didn't happen.
it's something in the time space continuum.
Hang on a second.
It's one thing I got to invest in is a decent mic.
It's probably just my mic is far away from me and I'm slurring a bit. Stable. Stable. Head's cut off. Head's cut off. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
I can't sit still, so I'm always all over the place.
Technical difficulties. So my buddy got into flying drones, and he went straight off and bought, the air package and all that bullshit with DJI. And so I put the memory card in and took the footage out of it when I was flying because I wanted this footage, and I made an edit with it. And this is the first time I made a cinematic DJI air unit video with I think it was a bumblebee. I think it was a bumblebee that he had, and I don't remember exactly what GoPro was on it, to be honest. But I did the edit and added some sound effects, and that was the first time I've ever done that, putting the sound effects to the video, and like, it's kind of cool. It's great, but there's a point where you might chuckle, so it's a fair warning.
It does look like Endor,
Yeah.
the forest moon of Endor.
All the sounds of the animals is they're fucking hilarious. It's actually kind of bad, but it's funny. It's just like maybe like too much.
Is that a monkey I heard?
Yeah. Yeah. Like not mine at the end.
There's a lot of monkeys out there in BC.
Fuck yeah, bud.
That'd be pretty cool, man. I wish Canada we had a monkey. That'd be awesome, right?
Oh, that'd be so badass.
British Columbian marmoset or something.
Oh man. Let's see. I ended up joining iGao not too much long after. I mean, I had some other videos of longboarding and other shit, but I don't want to spend all night playing every
Mhm.
little thing that I've done. But something stands out here is my intro video to iGao 2, which I didn't join, obviously, the first one. But let's see what this video even looks like. I don't even remember this one. Holy cripe. I don't even know if I'm going to play this or not. Let's play it. What the hell? Yeah, so I got into Whoops and I started flying the um, Mockingbird setup, I think it's called. So this is the Emu Mocula 6 video that I did for iGao 2 as my entry video. And this is a pretty dope rip, I'm pretty sure. Bob Noxious is here. What's up, brother?
Obnoxious.
Yeah, this is a fun little rip. Uh, box goggles.
New,
Box goggles.
nice.
I'm just going to grab another beverage. I'll be 2 seconds away.
Nice. How are you doing, Mr. Bob Noxious?
All right.
Not bad. Still got that pinched nerve in my shoulder. Drives me nuts, but it comes and goes now, so half the day's good,
Damn.
the rest sucks.
Damn, brother.
It's going away,
Bummer.
slowly but surely.
Fucking A. Yeah, I've been, getting not a lot of sleep, man. I've been freaking killing it at work. 66
Because of
hours, I
this,
think.
because of this shoulder thing, my sleep is screwed. Like I'll sleep for 2 hours and then it'll wake me up and I'll be up for a couple hours and then sleep for 2 hours. Like I don't wake up and go to bed at any sort of normal time anymore.
I know, right? Yeah, it's crazy, dude. We're all burning the candle at both ends, as they say. Yeah, exactly. What is sleep?
It's getting
Like,
bushy. I didn't comb it today though. I've been slacking off on my beard care.
that's another cool video we could play. I'm not going to be on too much longer. I have Mandalorian to watch tonight before I go to bed, so no
It's so
spoilers,
good.
no spoilers. I heard it's really short, and that's going to be annoying, but whatever.
The episodes are kind of short. Yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, just give it to me all at once.
I know, right?
You haven't watched any of it yet? Like
Nope.
season one or
And
two?
dude, I haven't even watched all of Andor yet. Haven't had
Oh,
it.
that's so good too. Yeah,
I don't know.
so
I,
good.
I have like mixed feelings. I'm at like 3 or 4, I think. I'm just like,
I'll just
but
take anything I can get. You know,
I've been
even if it's Star
constantly
Wars, I'll take
watching
it.
Last of Us. I've been watching that constantly. That's great.
That's
That's
zombies,
great.
isn't it? I haven't seen it yet, or some sort of like breakout or
Yeah, it is kind
medical
of like end of the
disease.
world type zombies
Yeah.
type thing, but it's not really like focused on the zombies, which is great. It's really about the survival aspect and like people
Yeah.
fighting each other and stuff, which would really happen a lot more than zombies at a certain point, right? Like overall,
Yeah.
like even if it was a zombie outbreak, it wouldn't be just zombies killing each other. It would be people fighting each other first, for sure.
Oh yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
they tried to do that in Walking Dead. They dragged it out way too long, but
Right.
you know, they tried to get into all these weird situations. I don't know. I enjoyed it for the zombie part, and then they just got too. They kept making the same mistake over and over again, and after a while, you're like,
Totally.
guys, you're gonna die.
I'm going to share a really dope video that I took with my DJI Spark back in the day, and I totally forgot about it to play it. I mean, because it's really dope. This is a really cool view of stuff that I really want to do again, but it's very DJI based type drone flying. So, whoops, too loud. Yeah, this is Jericho Beach in Vancouver, facing north west, and yeah, just a nice sunset little shot. Nothing crazy, copyright free music and everything. But I just thought the colors and everything was really dope.
So is that the island on the right?
No, that's the coast. Actually, that's the North Shore.
So you're on the island?
Around that way. Because where I'm
there.
standing is kind of not at UBC yet. It's only at the beach near what they call the West End. There's the city there.
Is that the sun hitting that building?
Yep.
Big white spot?
Yep. Nice. And this is the Jericho Beach pier. And this is a kind of a really, really beautiful shot. Again, you can only capture with a DJI drone. But again, I kind of want to get into it again. It's really nice footage you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you guys want to pop in on the panel, I'll stay on for a little bit longer. But if you guys want to come on in, StreamYard links in the chat. Feel free to join us if you want. We'll stick around for a bit longer. No, it's only 8:22 here, so I thought for some reason it was 9:22. But no, we're good. We can hang out and shit if you guys want. If you got any questions, come on in. This is a really dope shot of this pier. I really like this shot. Like right there, it's like so dope. I like that a lot. But I was too jerky with the camera gimbal. Should have made it like smooth like that was, but kind of fucked it up. But just posted it raw. Not much editing on this one.
See what Brandon Bean said? He could do it with his drone. Just dive it at 240 FPS.
Yeah. Reverse and slow-mo it. Yeah, baby. Fucking right. Send it. Well, the tankers on the coast coming in there, and that's all the inlet right there. So right there, Stanley Park, and then that.
What are they taking out? Oil, or what are they taking out usually?
Oh man, sulfur, all kinds of
everything.
things. Yeah,
everything.
Yeah. Sulfur is a huge one. Yeah, we have a huge hill over in the North Shore, big sulfur fucking mound that like never gets smaller and shit. Like it's just, yeah, it's crazy. Put the DJI gimbal scroll speed on slow. Yeah. This is fucking 4 years ago, bro. I don't have it anymore, but yeah, I do know that now.
I have a DJI Mini, and I've quickly realized that the only good. Oh, we should hijack one.
Duh. That's our export. Why would they be waiting here at the coast? They'd be.
You couldn't afford our syrup, Beans.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford our syrup.
You couldn't afford that syrup. Yeah, that shot's beautiful.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a DJI Mini, and I don't know why there's a sport mode on it. It's kind of silly. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it just makes it be able to pitch more and just like go faster. It gives it.
You get a little more chooch out of it, yeah. But it's supposed to be a tripod in the sky, right? It's not supposed to be a sporty.
Yeah, it is pretty funny because I have used it as that, but
yeah. It when I first got it, it was fun to rip it in sport mode to see what it can do.
Right. This is a badass fucking video. So a lot of people, again, I was flying whoops in Mobile 6, Mobile 7s 3-4 years ago, as we showed. And this is a video I did a year ago with a Mobile 6. And it was basically the same friggin' Mobile 6 that I had for years with a different tune on it and stuff. Updated beta flight, I think, or something, instead of emu flight at this point. But this is a badass fucking video of what everyone says that a whoop can't do. Not everyone, but some people will say a whoop can't fly outside. You can't do big, huge power loops with them and stuff like that around trees outside. There's no way. They're indoor whoops. The whoop is a 6. Come on, there's no way you can do it.
Oh, my parents have this great little balcony or patio and gazebo and everything. I can't wait to fly the Mobula 6 around that in the summer, man. That's
well,
it's gonna be the power loop heaven.
This is a Mobula 6 with a shitty battery. No, just shitty cell calibration or whatever. But I had a lot of fun with this thing, and this is a great song too. And this is one of our Vancouver meetups we had a year ago. About 5 of us. It was really fun. This is Famous Trees spot where we had an altercation earlier with the fucking cops. And it got 690 views recently, which is stupidly retardedness. I have to make more videos about that, I guess. But
well, if you think about it, that Mod 6 out in the field, you could drop that thing from 200 feet up in the air and it's not going to break anything landing on the grass.
But Conrad and I were flying our 7 inches. We were fucking.
But I was saying the Mod 6, if you crash it in the grass, it's not going to hurt it at all.
No, hell no. Hell no.
You get tangled in the grass, but you're not going to hurt it.
Yeah. So this is what a Mobile 6 can do on a fucking 1 cell. Come on now. Tell me you can't fly it outdoors. Tell me you can't do crazy tree dives with it and still fly with it, man. Stay back, bro. I'm telling you. Mobile 6, baby. Whoops can do anything. As long as you have a good tune on it. Boom. Let's go. You guys want this link to this video? You can tell your friends. A Mobile 6 can fly outdoors. It can rip. You can do it, brother.
Did you see Ciotti the other day? He likes ripping around those kids' play sets, the playgrounds.
Yeah, that's badass.
Those are good little spots.
He's a huge reason that I fly whoops hard like this. I've gotten so much information and so much shit from him that him and E-Doc, as I say, man, those guys fly whoops way better than anybody even understands. And sometimes it's just a little bit of a setting on bait flight. You're just it's like 3D printing. It's like anything. Just you fucking 200 this is 200 power level on the VTX as well. So a lot of people fly 25, or they have a whoop that only can 25. So flying that around the tree would be 25, but 200. Yeah, badass. So yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy,
AA? Yeah. I've powered loop and Matty flipped the gap above my pond with whoops. Just needed to build solid. Exactly. Straight up. Went back to the showroom. I used to be cool. Seen those boards going so fast. Yeah, we love it, man. Since you're just new to the thing, we'll play this really cool, dope longboard video then. This one's pretty badass. This is another one of the trips that we did with the Glacial Gold team back in 2016. And oops, there we go. Yeah, this is some more longboard footage for you guys then. Duffy Lake Road, all the way up in a little bit of northern BC, but not really too north. Past Squamish, past all that Rickety Raft and Whistler and all that. But yeah, near Pemberton. I gotta turn it up. This is me filming, by the way. And then with the C on the hat. So the company picked me to be like basically the brand ambassador, and I picked a bunch of my buddies to be part of the skate team. And these are the guys that we basically did like a 6 months, like we did like 6 months for the brand. Then we did a 3 month tour with the RV to do different events together. It was just a rad fucking time. Rad ass time. Yeah. There was 5 of us and 5 guys and 1 girl. But she was a ripper, as you can see. Diane Hubert. They take you. So did that take out the thrill? Take out the thrill for you? Yeah, definitely. FPV is definitely very much similar to ripping downhill in a longboard for sure. Roller coasters, I love roller coasters and all that shit, man. I die for that kind of stuff. I love it. It's just amazing feeling lightness, being able to be so in control and just so used to being able to ride a board. And I've done crazy amounts of crashes and successful not crashes. My nickname came for a reason. Off-axis FPV isn't just off-axis FPV. Off-axis was my nickname before FPV. And the reason I got that was because there's a lot of times when you get in sketchy situations and you're almost going to fall off your board. And for some reason, I can ride it out. So there's a bunch of videos in the past. I don't think I even have links to, but videos where I'm literally upside down, and crazy shit. Again, I used to race street luge, so you're laying down on your back feet first on the hill. And I think I might be able to find a video if you want of that, but yeah, you go pretty fast. This is the same video we watched earlier, though.
I think so. It's all good.
Yeah, it's exactly the same video. Oh well, I'm sorry about that. We'll just stop doing it now then.
Yeah, the adrenaline of FPV is definitely a thing. Like I did not expect it as much when I first got into it, but like still, you go flying, and I think we all do it. When you do something awesome or something like really scary, like your hands are shaking, and when you're done, you're like, ooh, I can feel that. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely an adrenaline rush there and a come
Big
down
time.
after it, and yeah, it's and sometimes when your adrenaline's doing weird things and you're tense, you just can't fly. You know, your body gets tense and you're, I don't know, yeah, you can't relax. The adrenaline does weird things to you.
Right.
My
Yeah,
hands
it's
still
kind of
shake
the same
after.
with racing too. Like when you're racing,
Yeah,
competing and stuff, you're really like
you're on the edge, kind of thing.
most pointer. I don't know that
Yeah,
a lot.
I'm always extra jittery after a day or a few packs of flying. You know what I mean? Like I always kind of have shaky hands, but after flying, I'm always like, ooh,
Wow, I
I need
think
a
I lost my
cigarette.
crazy. I lost my mouse cursor. It's weird.
I'll never forget the first time I punched it on my first drone, which was a 6S drone. The power in that thing is just insane. It blew me away.
Wow, I can't even find my mouse cursor. For some reason, my mouse is disabled somewhere.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck just
Wireless?
happened? No, it's wired even. That's super
Hmm.
weird.
I can
That's
use
so strange.
You're fired.
That's so fucked up. Yeah,
You'll
I
never
can't
work in
find
this
it.
town again.
That's what I would say too. What the hell? I've only got two screens.
Oh yeah, totally. Those thrust vector jets are crazy, eh? Off grid.
Hmm.
Oy vey. I just saw a crazy video of guys in wingsuits zooming around big white puffy clouds. Oh my god, I want to do that with my drone. I don't know if I can get high enough. But to dive a big puffy cloud in the sun like that? Oh wow, like that'd be
Yeah,
I want
you're.
to I want to
There's
start
one.
pushing my height this
You
summer, so
you
see
have
how high I can go.
top of the world in Ontario.
Say that again?
Top of the world in Ontario.
I don't know what
So
that
if
is.
you go on Google Maps and type in top of the world, comma Ontario,
Yeah,
it will actually take you. I mean, I would show you, but I can't even fucking find my mouse. Um,
it's all good.
if you type that in, you will actually find a location in Ontario, which is the highest elevation spot in Ontario, and it's actually like pinned as like top of the world. And the only
Oh,
reason I know
it's
that
on
is
Highway
because I
6,
went
isn't
by
it?
the longest spot, and it's really rough.
Mount.
And I've got a video of me riding down it on a longboard, and it's treacherous. It's really bad pavement. I'm not sure which highway number it is, but
Yeah.
it's badass. I have to actually maybe just like plug my freaking. Okay, this is gonna be weird because you can see me, but I gotta maybe unplug my. Oh, it is maybe. Maybe it's this thing.
Yeah, that wingsuiting is crazy, eh? Off grid. There was another video I saw. I'll see if I can post it in the Discord later if I find it again. But some some guys, it was a Red Bull thing. Obviously, broke the record for like the longest wingsuit run. They went down like 13 kilometers down this like mountain valley kind of thing, like from one mountain to the other. Like it was insane. Like 13 kilometers. It took them forever to do it. It was pretty cool. They're like just yeah, they're below rocks when they're flying. It was insane.
There it is. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, it totally went blank on me. Had to re-plug it back in. Um, sorry about that. Weird. Never
That's
had
what you
that
get for
before.
using a Pikachu mouse.
No, this is actually a really dope mouse. Enhanced gaming mouse. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but a Pikachu mouse. Right, right, right. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I've
Yeah.
obviously gone in the years, 2021 and over on past that. I've done a lot of flying. Um, Way too much videos that I would recommend even right now. Any of them, pick any of them. There's a bunch of playlists, but there is one thing I will show because we didn't even touch base on, and it is part of my history. And this is a big reason I wanted to do "Who the fuck am I" type of video.
Who the fuck
So
am I?
exactly. So this is part of my past and kind of still what I do. So if you don't know, I work in film. Have for a long time, about 5 or 6 years, I guess. Not really a long time, 5 or 6 years. So I've gathered a bunch of footage for demo reels and stuff like that. And this is something I've been doing for a while. It's yeah, something. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more acting, but
Haha,
appeared in film.
that's awesome. Marcel, the businessman. That's awesome.
Without a mustache, with a mustache sometimes. And the mustache has made me money. That's for sure. Definitely got me cool roles and even dead roles without a mustache.
Oh, I've always wanted to be a dead person.
Oh, it's Denzel the Terrible.
Oh, it's me, Danzilla the Terrible.
Here,
I'm just hanging out. I'm not really a guest.
I took the names off. There we go.
Angry Marcel. Ooh, the Flash. Barfly Marcel.
Yeah.
The many faces of
Got to
Marcel.
play pool. Was lucky.
Oh, how do you pronounce your last name? Is it
Robert.
Robert or Robert? Oh, yeah.
Robert is the common.
Robert is the copy?
Actually, I'm lying. I'm the one that orders all the appetizer.
That most people will do, right?
You've been in a lot of stuff, man. Holy cow.
I will be down the good doctor.
That's hilarious.
My wife is crying on the phone. Christ, oh my god. It's my hand. Oh, good shit. I needed to pee so bad that day. It was annoying. Forever. I got to be a zombie. I was keeping out there. That was a lot of fun. Oh, the zombie shots. We're all a bunch of crazy zombies. Great times. Lots of late night footage. There I am right there on the back right, but there I am without a mustache. Supernatural. They loved me because that's the local production. Same with all of these shows, obviously, but they're, Supernatural's been filming for, I think, 16 freaking seasons.
Yeah, one.
I was a monk. This was a one.
You're in the 100? Where are you? Where are you?
I'm the guy in the cloak. Right there in the green. You'll see me closer up right there in the middle.
I watched that one.
I was a barber with a bald spot. And this is a film called Schmigadoon from the cast of SNL, Saturday Night Live. So the producer and everything like that are part of it, and obviously the actors that are in it right there.
Is that you in the back corner under the tree?
On the left.
The green hat?
Did and do, yes. There. Some stuff is just extra work, and there are stuff in the reel that are acting work credited.
Now every time I watch TV, I'm going to be looking for the mustache.
Yep. We do a lot of stuff here. This one was fun. I got to be a cowboy chasing Indians with an axe. That was a lot of fun. Snowpiercer, a bunch of cool shit.
Oh, you totally look like a coal miner.
Yeah, right?
I got the black lung, Pop.
That coal miner was actually mustache extensions they put on me. It wasn't even real mustache. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Batwoman.
I can't believe you.
Oh, I saw you. I saw him.
Doing interviews. Yeah, it's good times. A lot of fun shit that I got to be on. Whoops.
My only claim to fame is I once worked in the studio where we were shooting Sears catalog.
Sears catalog.
It's not even around anymore. We were shooting tools. And we had this hammer, this thing for your wrist that had a magnet on it to hold nails. The dumbest tool ever. So there's a picture of me in the Sears catalog holding a hammer with this magnetic thing. This is just my forearm.
Hilarious.
So I was in the Sears catalog, but I was just the assistant to the photographer that day.
That's awesome. That's pretty badass. So the last thing about that film industry stuff is the new news that I found out yesterday or the day before. If you're following on Discord at all or whatever, the trailer for Peter Pan and Wendy came out. And the trailer has me as a pirate twice in it.
Really?
Freaking video.
Is that a show or a movie? It's a movie.
Movie. Right to
Yeah.
Disney Plus. Yeah, it's a new remake. Where the hell is that video link? Excuse me. Oh, there it is. I'll try and pause it at the points of where the fuck I am. And it's the very last thing that I actually worked on overall. I did work on a couple shows after it, but this was like the last big thing.
Did you
No,
see
I
what
was not.
608 said in the chat?
Talk performance as well. You 608. Now you're banned from the. Just kidding. That jerk face. Yeah. So anyway, this was.
Tell me, how did you come to Neverland?
Yeah.
Are you
Lost Boys.
every last one of us? You're not all boys. So? What is this place? It's home.
Peter found it. Just like you found
From
all of
what
us.
I get experienced as one of the actors on it, this is an amazing fucking show. It's going to be amazing. What we got to see as actors on it, amazing. It's going to be fucking amazing. You don't even get to see Shmi in this trailer at all, which is crazy.
It's closer than you
And
think.
Shmi is like a big time character of the band. What is it? They didn't show a bunch of the main actors, but yet they still showed me and a bunch of people. Oh, shit. I just paused. Tried to pause it at the right point. I paused it somewhere else. So there I am.
Oh, there he is, scowling.
Scowling, looking, and we see Peter Pan as soon as he sees him. Because that's my character. I'm the angry fucking pirate. Mange. I pull back my hat.
What is it that you're afraid of, my love?
I think it's scurvy.
Perhaps I don't want to grow up.
Yep.
Hold the
That's
post in your heart.
hilarious.
But where you go from here,
It's up to you.
And then Tinkerbell, which they don't really show a lot of, comes into the picture as she's fighting all the pirates on the ship. There's a huge battle on the ship, right? And that comes up right here. And that's me on the right with the hat and my buddy Jason and a bunch of other pirates working around as they're fighting because we're not paid stunt people. We're just actors. So and blast off. Fucking gonna be an amazing fucking video. So hope you guys get a
I'm
chance
with you,
to watch
Double
it.
A. He's been holding out on us, man.
We're going to be
awesome.
doing a watch party April 28th on Discord, nowhere else. And there's going to be a live event here in Vancouver, BC for the actual watch party with a bunch of the actors that were in it. So there will be like a chat with a bunch of people and stuff. So if you guys want to put down your calendar, that's going to be a thing that's happening on April 28th. And don't worry about buying Disney Plus for it because that will be taken care of for that night. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do on the side boat. Yeah. So last thing I want to share before we close her off because it is getting late. But I wanted to share this earlier. Kiz Bartlett made a really funny video. We all love Ciata. He's hilarious. And this video, you probably already know what I'm talking about.
I may have seen
video.
it, and if it doesn't matter, I want to see it again. See how he pees in the pool.
See how he pees in the pool. And with
Somebody
that, guys,
put Tootie
I
in the
also got to
pool.
pee. And I hope you guys all had a great night. Thanks for all your questions and comments. And hopefully next week we'll have Jank with us. And if not, we'll all be here in FPV world. We'll probably share some content if we don't have any other guests that have replied. But there are some people that are interested join in to be featured. I've had a lot of people saying they're interested, but they just don't have time. So we're working on a schedule, and I'm trying to make something happen with that. So again, everybody else, thank you for being on the stream before and currently. Danzilla, thank you very much for being here.
Anytime, man. Always good time. If you talk to Jank, give him my best.
Hell yeah, man.
Tell him we love him.
Take care, everybody. Be safe.
Be good.
All right. Peace.
See you, Marcel.
End of the stream. Let's do a little video for the end.
Too many buttons. Ciao, buddy. You just listen to